Hello everyone, Drodge here with a weekly update video today. Um, Today's main update was actually just the rework. However, so, oh well, actually later tonight will be the crablet part of it. But for now we'll do the actual graphical update. I'll read over what the other part of the update is. Also, there's some new Solomon Store stuff. But today, if you remember, if you've seen yesterday's episode, it's about a rework for the White Wolf Mountain and Catherby. And as you can see, especially if you zoom out a little bit, you can already see there's a big difference. It even affects Taverley just a little bit. But if you've seen yesterday's video and now you see today's video, uh, this is a great deal different than the White Wolf Mountain the way it used to be. While I'm at it, I'll get that. Like I said before too, also, this is RuneScape's 15-year anniversary, so there's a lot of special things coming around. So, I mean, if you see stuff, if you take part in the festivities, there's a lot of cosmetic boosts, if you will. Yeah, this is the new White Wolf Mountain. It looks really good. I don't know exactly how it all works, but we'll explore it a little bit. And it is clearly different. Looks like, yeah, as soon as you go through that cave, it'll actually bring you up to the top, so that's actually changed a little bit. Which, if you're familiar with RuneScape, that also means that the clue scrolls have probably changed then too, that are in this area. So keep that in mind as you're doing your clue scrolls. This entire area has changed. So, it looks like if you follow the path completely north in the grass, enter that, it'll take you to the top, and you just want to head northwest, and you'll be taken to the other side of the Catherby Mountain. Now, the White Wolf Mountain. I'll show you again, just this way you know how to navigate in case you are a new player and you're just trying to get through quick. But this is the new Catherby. As you can see, there's not too much of a change, especially right in the beach area. It's actually it looks a lot better. That I will say. That island didn't really change. If it did, it's just maybe a few minor graphical tweaks. And you still have the fishing shop, it's just at a slightly different location. Up here is just a regular house. Oh, that's where the insect repellent is now. The fletching shop is actually up here. This looks, to me at least, a lot better than what it was. Lodestone is now right here. There's actually stalls here, which is kind of nice. There's the bank, which is a good position. Now, in terms of the cooking range that was right by it. Oh, okay, so it's actually even, it's probably about the same distance. So, it's still an actually very good area for cooking. If, you don't have the cooking guild unlocked where you can get into the bank/range area. Okay, and a little bit north of that is actually your farming allotment, which that cave, that is for a quest, which is not really too much of a shortcut, but if you do the quest, I believe it's a fishing contest quest, you can use that and go through that. It's a much safer route, but you still have to get to this side to even get to do the quest. Down further south, there's a lot more stalls again. That's actually where your candle maker is now. And now they actually have the ships looking a lot better. But the downfall of this is that area is now a lot closer. So I'm assuming in time, whenever they go to do this, that area right there is actually going to change. That'll probably be within Ardone or Ardigny, however you pronounce it. I know people pronounce it two different ways, but that will probably change whenever the Ardone rework comes, because eventually that's going to happen. It's just a point of when. That's how a lot of their graphical reworks are going on. It just depends on when. And they're keeping with the traditional styling of the game, which is nice, unless you're not a big fan of the styling. But not everything's for everybody. But as you can see, yeah, the graphical rework is actually really good. I like the fact that there's different ranges now. They actually made this area a lot better. I mean, it overall looks better in my opinion. Now let's go back and I'll go over the pathway again. If you There's actually voice acting in this area now, but if you are coming from the Catherby lodestone, okay, remember it's right up there. Just come this way, come east like you would normally for the beach. That'll take you over here. Just head north, just like you did before. I'm like really impressed with this rework. It is really nice. It really utilizes the NXT client that they have. So, my opinion, they did a very good job with that. Now, just to explore a little bit more, to show off maybe a little bit more. Oh, right there's the gnome glider, right south of this cave. You can just walk south a bit, but it looks like you can't just walk right off the cliff like before. So, it's not too complex. It's not too big of a change. It's just you got to click on caves to transport you from one spot to the next. So, it's not too much of a change. It's just it looks 100 times better. But yeah, there's certain areas you can tell that kind of need the rework now because or that are surrounding it. But as you can see, there's even another way up to that cave. If you just right up there's Birthorpe Lodestone, you can go right in that way, or you can go from the Taverley way this way. But overall, all you got to do is you just go in this cave. You'll go south, west, north, and you're right into the other cave, and then all you have to do is head south and you're out of it. So that is it for the graphical rework part of this, and if I must say so myself, I love it. I think it's beautiful. For the styling of this game, it is very good. It really does showcase the new client. I can imagine in time there's going to be more and more stuff they can start doing with their client. So don't be too disappointed if that doesn't work out exactly how you were kind of hoping. Alright, for one of the next parts is there's actually a new outfit. Which apparently I actually can't show you. Which I should be able to. Unless it's probably not out yet. It might be in a couple days. So I'll show you through the main page itself. Because I have a VIP membership for like the past few years, so it should actually appear for me if it's not today, tomorrow. Alright, now, for today's news and updates, there's not only the rework, but there's the Crablet Plunder. Now, this Crablet Plunder, from what I read over, it starts Thursday, the 1st of September. So today is actually only Tuesday, so it does not start tonight. But it will start on Thursday. Uh, well, Thursday UTC for people, depending on your time zone, it could be Wednesday. But as you can see here, it lasts from Thursday, September 1st, 0 UTC, till Friday 30th, September 23:59. So it goes from Wednesday night at midnight all the way down to Friday the 30th at midnight. So do keep that in mind. We'll do some coverage on this whenever it does get released. It's not going to be released, like I said, until for another couple days, so keep that in mind. Okay, now for what the Crablet Plunder is. Okay, it's an event where you can get XP. There's going to be an interface you can do, and it'll have 5 random XP options and bonuses you get to choose from. You get to pick 3 out of the 5. So keep in mind you want to do that, and then there's different bundles you can get. If you play on a consecutive basis, there's even more you can get. Like right here, I'll highlight it here for you. It says playing on a consecutive days will add plus 5% XP for every concurrent day up to a maximum of 25%. You can view your current level of consecutive days on the interface. So that means if you play 5 days in a row, you're at your maximum peak. But now, let's say it's very possible if you play 5 days in a row, you get your 25%. But let's say on the 6th day you don't get on at all, you don't get your 25%. It's very possible that will drop back down to 0%. It might only drop by 5%, but I have a feeling it'll drop all the way back down to 0%. So keep that in mind as you're doing it. Now I will, like I said, I will do a video on it tomorrow night. Well, not yeah, tomorrow night, covering what is actually about. So this will actually be a RuneScape dominant week if you think about it, because there's a video yesterday, there's a video today, and there's going to be a video tomorrow on RuneScape. That's just sometimes how it falls with how they are. Okay, yeah, and see, the new armor is actually not out, so I can't actually showcase that yet. But that'll actually be in tomorrow night's video when I go over the Crablet Plunder. But as you can see, it's a very interesting armor. It is called the Crystal Peacock. Now, if you have a game card, you'll get it. But from the 1st of September to the 30th, if you purchase and redeem a game card and use it to give yourself a membership, rune coins, or treasure hunter keys, you'll get the treasure with the Crystal Peacock armor set. So it is actually pretty nice. It is different. It is unique. And I guess later in October, you will actually get the weapons too. And also, like I just said about the VIP membership, if you are a Gold Premier Club member, Gold VIP, you will get these items automatically. Well, at least the uh, armor. Not necessarily the weapons that are upcoming, but you will definitely get the armor. Otherwise, there is patch notes. There's patch notes every week, so do keep that in mind. There's also different mentions on these weekly news updates about different live streams we're going to be doing throughout the week. Now, generally, I do check out the live streams. If there's something really noteworthy, I will actually talk about it, but otherwise, I actually encourage you to go to their YouTube page and check it out for yourself, because what I might find noteworthy, you might not, and vice versa. So now there is very little graphical. I'll do is scroll down and see what's all going on here. There's actually not too many compared to others, but there's one graphical, and it's fix a stretching issue with the quest. Skill D&D's minigames. Returning players will no longer have all combat XP options turned off for first login. The Dwarven Chainsaw and Dwarven Fish Distractors now to correctly deplete the rare resource twice as fast if double resources mode is selected. The Dragon Chainsaw and Fish Extractors now correctly deplete the rare resource at the same speed as other tools when double XP mode is selected. The Shark Outfit now correctly depletes the Wabagong spot when set to consume fish caught. That is probably in the arc of the Eastern Lands. I'm going to guess that's for the Wabagon because I've never heard of that, and I haven't played that area yet. The log splitting scrimshaw will now give correct XP for destroying a log. Players may no longer bypass a rush of blood safe death whilst being attacked by two monsters. The quest challenges and achievement changes. Enriched curved springs will now grant the correct XP upon harvesting from them. The wilderness sword recharge message no longer appears if it was already charged. The wilderness sword will now be recharged when the day rolls over without needing to log out. Sometimes there's certain things that if you don't log out, it doesn't reset during like the daily resets. But now they're actually catching on to that and they're fixing a lot of those issues, which is actually very good. This way, people can't kind of cheat their way through. Ivan will now return Wolfbane to you even if you have it keepsaked. Wolfbane is now keepsaked as a copy rather than consuming the item. Violif correctly reappears at the sundial after the Lord of Vampirium quest, after having reset using a pure reset. Not sure what that means. Yakamaru's corpse no longer fails to appear. Players who have stopped at a specific point in Anacra's Lament quest before the Evolution of Combat update will once again be able to complete the quest. Wow, that actually shocks me. That's kind of a very oddly specific glitch. Alright, for the NXT client, there's a fixed issue with animation blending. Your legs should no longer stretch or detach from your body. Improved terrain blending between new and old areas. You actually seen that within the Catherby area. It actually blends pretty good. It's just you could tell the other areas do need updated in time. New audio in session should now play correctly. An issue where the camera behaves badly in the first few seconds of the hyphen course has been fixed. Fixed animations for bug swarms. Fixed the alignment of on a palm tree at the Void Knight outpost. Fixed various random NXT crashes. Other skill pets can now be obtained in the Clan Citadel. That is very good news for a lot of you. It is possible to obtain Ramsey, the cooking pet, by fermenting wines. I don't think there's too many people who actually ferment wines, but there you go. Gothic Restore Potions now heal 500 life points, and Super Gothic Restore Potions heal 650. Vitalis has been moved over to an interface pet. Objects have been cleared up from banks, inventory, and player in houses. Menagerie. Okay, so that might just be for Vitalis. The title Jack of Trades no longer has two A's for the female character. Okay, that's kind of weird. Followers will now correctly remain following you across logouts. The pet interact option now works correctly again for the action bar for all pets. Players with the 15-year emote unlock can now perform the 2011 emote. Empty action bar slots will now have their assignment keybinds correctly respond on first logins when changing to different action bars. Players with less than 40 defense that have performed a skill reset and who are using the Lunar Spellbook can now use the Lodestone Network as intended. Ninja fixes, these are usually the big highlights. May changes to the Beast of Better display. May changes to the Beast to better display best kill times and kill counts at a glance. Spirit Seeds will now have a loot beam. That's actually very good. The Good Raider Axe, Shield, and Chain Body are now lendable. Oils and serums may now be sanctified with the left kill. I cannot talk today. Oils and serums may now be sanctified with a left click option on the Sacred Flame during the Shades of Morton quest temple building. That's actually a very good one too. That'll make that a lot easier. Well, that's actually it for the patchworks. That's it for the visual updates. That's it for all the today's updates. Like I said, tomorrow I will go in and I will cover not only the outfit, but I will cover the crablet plunder, and hopefully I can talk tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.